Healing is your current breakthrough, the energy coming through today's 10 of Cups and 3 of Cups, and I want to take my time with this because there are layers. Something about the way these cards fell together made me pause. There is this beautiful progression happening here that feels both gentle and powerful at the same time. We're talking about healing that happens in community, through joy, and honestly through finally letting yourself have what you have always wanted. The energy here is so warm it almost caught me off guard, like when you walk into a room and everyone you love is already there waiting for you. These cups are overflowing, but in the best possible way. There is this sense of completion and celebration happening simultaneously. And it feels like the universe is saying, yes, finally you get to have this. The healing is not happening in isolation anymore. 10 of Cups is that card that makes everyone a little emotional because it represents everything we secretly hope for. The happy family, the beautiful home, the sense of belonging that goes all the way down to your bones. But what I am seeing here is not just about wanting these things anymore. You have been doing the work, the real work, the kind of healing that happens when you stop trying to fix yourself and start actually loving yourself instead. This card is showing me someone who has been on a journey, probably a long one, and now you are starting to see why it all had to happen the way it did. The relationships that ended had to end so the right ones could find you. The version of yourself you outgrew had to be released so this version could emerge. When I see 10 of Cups in a healing context, it is telling me that you are finally ready to receive love the way it was meant to be received. Not the conditional stuff, not the kind that comes with fine print, the real thing, and that includes the love you give yourself. There is something about the way this card landed that makes me think you have been afraid of hoping for too much, like maybe you convinced yourself that wanting happiness was selfish or unrealistic. But this card is here to tell you that your desires for connection and joy are not only valid, they are sacred. You're being asked to let yourself want what you want without apologizing for it. The healing here is in the wanting itself. 3 of Cups comes in like your best friends showing up with champagne when you finally get the good news you have been waiting for. This is celebration, but it is also community. It is the people who see your growth and genuinely cheer for you. What really gets me about this card in this position is that it is showing me you are not healing alone anymore. Whether that means you have found your people or you are about to, there is support here that feels real and lasting. This is not surface level friendship. This is the kind of connection where people show up when things are hard and they also show up when things are beautiful. And maybe for the first time in a while you are letting them. I think there has been a pattern of trying to carry everything yourself. The healing, the growth, the hard days, all of it. And 3 of Cups is here like, what if you did not have to do that anymore? What if healing could actually be joyful sometimes? What if you could laugh with people who understand your story instead of explaining yourself to people who do not get it? This card is giving me strong energy around chosen family, the people who celebrate your wins without making it about them, who hold space for your healing without trying to fix you or rush you through it. There is something magical happening in your connections right now, and it is creating the exact environment your healing needs to flourish. When these 2 cards show up together, it feels like graduation day, like you have been studying for a test you did not even know you were taking, and suddenly you realize you passed with flying colors. 10 of Cups and 3 of Cups together are telling me that the healing you have been working on is starting to manifest as actual joy in your life. Not the forced kind, not the kind you have to convince yourself to feel, the kind that bubbles up naturally because your inner world finally matches your outer experience. This combination is powerful because it shows healing that includes other people but does not depend on them. You have done the work to become whole on your own, and now you get to share that wholeness with others. The letting go that needed to happen has happened. You have released the versions of yourself that were too small, the relationships that were not serving you, the stories about what you deserved, and now there is space for what you actually want to grow. What I love about this pairing is that it shows celebration as part of the healing process. Like, You do not have to wait until you are completely healed to start enjoying your life. The joy is actually part of what heals you. So here's what you need to do with this energy. First, let yourself want what you want without editing it down to what seems realistic. Write down the one thing you keep telling yourself is too much to ask for. Look at it, feel how it feels to want it fully. That wanting is not the problem. The shame around the wanting is what needs to go. Second, say yes to more invitations. I know that sounds simple, but I am seeing someone who has gotten comfortable with isolation. The healing phase where you needed to be alone has served its purpose. Now you need to practice receiving support and celebration from others. Start small if you need to, but start. Third, celebrate your own progress more intentionally. You have come so much further than you give yourself credit for. Buy yourself flowers, take the photo. Share the good news. Your joy is not selfish, and other people actually want to witness it. Stop hiding your light because you think it might make others uncomfortable. The right people will be inspired by your happiness, not threatened by it. What would it feel like to trust that you deserve the life you have been healing toward? What relationships in your life are ready to deepen because you are ready to be seen more fully? How can you celebrate the person you are becoming instead of focusing on the person you used to be? You are entering a phase where healing and happiness get to coexist. You do not have to choose between growth and joy anymore. You do not have to earn your worth through suffering or prove your strength by carrying everything alone. The people who are meant to be in your life are going to love all the versions of you, including the one who is still learning and growing. You get to be happy while you heal. You get to be celebrated while you change. You get to have the connections you have been longing for while you continue becoming who you are meant to be. This is not the end of your healing journey, but it is the beginning of your healing, including other people in the most beautiful way. Drop a cup emoji if this reading landed for you the way it feels like it should. This is a collective reading. More readings on Lorelai's Tarot. Link is in the bio. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do not message people privately or ask for payment. Anyone doing that is fake. You are exactly where you need to be. The cards are confirming it.